cool, and then to believe that it wasn't someone from, some terrorist and someone from our own country. Like, my character can't accept that. So that's a whole storyline in the earlier season episodes of season 5. And I think it's so cool because, again, they're always pushing the limits by covering both sides, of people's opinions and views. But as I said, to talk about 9/11, that's something that Daniel, the actor, really feels strongly about and talks about it very much, and has gone very public with it.
Cool. Of course, we're talking to Mike Lombardi. You know him as Mike Saletti from TV's Rescue Me. Is also
it's Proby to you. Proby.
He's a Proby. Yeah.
Mike's also the frontman and founder of the up-and-coming rock group Apache Stone.
Where did the name Apache Stone come from?
Good question. I was actually given this arrowhead by someone really special to me, and it was an Apache arrowhead, and so therefore it was made out of Apache stone, so it was that simple. However, I don't know if the stone is Apache stone, but since the Apaches made it, I refer to it as Apache stone, and I really hold Native American culture really close to my heart, and I was doing some research on the Apaches, and they were referred to as by like a general who fought them back in the day. Like 10 Apaches could take on 100 soldiers, and they were referred to as the tigers of the human species by this guy. Wow. And I thought that was a really good representation of me and the guys in my band, and that's how the name became.
Very cool, man.
Say, Mike, I remember one of the episodes from this past season. You guys, Apache Stone, got to play on one of the episodes, and I remember that you got stage fright and couldn't sing at all. Turning up. Have you ever felt like that in real life when you guys go out to perform?
Well, no, but you know what happened? I always, I enjoy it, and whenever I do get nervous, but then I just sort of, all I do is just listen to the guys playing behind me, because they're all so great, and just tell the story up there, and just really try to, the reason I attach to the vibe of the songs when I wrote them, and what the message that I'm really trying to tell, but, of course, you can get distracted, and when you go into your head or something happens, someone in the audience does something, or, it does get a little crazy, or when some hot babe walks by, No, but the point being is that Sunday night we did a acoustic show, and it was a really intimate place, and my drummer was playing on a djembe, and it was just 2 acoustics, bass, and me, and I was nervous because my vocals are just right out there, and it was a small place in New York City, but it was excellent. Again, like I said, I just attached to what we were doing and had fun. So,
do you think we might see an Apache Stone Unplugged album soon?
Man, that would be awesome. We were talking about that. All the songs translate really well too, except 2. Social Outlaw, the one you just played, Ripper, High Tempo one. That one, that one's not isn't perfect for acoustic, but all the rest of them work pretty good. So it was cool.
I remember you guys started the whole Apache Stone storyline with doing synthetic self on acoustic. And that did translate very well. It sounded very good.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, that was funny. That was with with Damien, the kid who's in my band on the show, the rookie.
Now he's not actually in your band.
No, the Cleveland Steamer. That was the Cleveland Steamer scene. I can't get into it on air. It's crazy. Yeah, I appreciate you guys playing the stuff, though. It's so cool. Thank you.
Oh, when you guys are this good, we don't have a choice.
Yeah. I have a question for you, Mike.
What's up?
You said you went to drum school. How did you go from the backbone of the band to the front man of the band? Yeah. That seems like a drum.
How did you pull a Phil Collins?
Yeah.
Really. Right? Yeah. Well, I always wrote. Basically, wrote songs and not so much wrote music, because I really only know a couple chords on the guitar, which is really killing me, but always lyrics, and I've always just been rhythmic, so I kind of write from that standpoint, when I'm writing something, and that's just always been, the drums just seem really natural to me. But I really did always want to, I always dabbled with singing, and in different bands I did it, and always kind of just had fun with it. But then I took all these lyrics and everything that I had, and I gotta say, even though I played in bands when I was younger and everything, sort of Rescue Me had afforded me living in New York City. You know how tough it is with rehearsal space and everything, and so it sort of afforded me to be able to do that. So that's when I was really able to make sort of that dream come true and kind of really focus on the music during my hiatuses, because as you said, we had that long one because the writer's strike. So that's when I just made it happen,
Now, Mike, aside from financially, you've been with Rescue Me since it started in 2004.
Yes.
Since then, what's the biggest change you've seen in your life since 2004 to today?
Do you mean like something? So nothing materialistic, but what you're referring to is something inside of me or my perception or something.
How have you changed since?
That's a good question. I think that off the top of my head, something that I know is just really being able to express myself, and I don't want to sound corny, but just being like trusting myself as an artist more, and being confident in putting my message out there. Because when I first got the job, it was obviously my first really big gig and my big break on Rescue Me. I'd done other small TV stuff before, guest starring spots, little things, but when I got this, and it instills a certain sense of confidence in you. I went and I auditioned, and wow, they really liked me. And then I got asked back for season 2 and didn't die in a fire. So I was like, so I think as artists we all have sort of that like insecure place you can go to because you're putting your thing out there and it's being judged. And definitely not everyone's going to like it, and that's cool. But it was just cool to now be here. It's filming. I just got back from work a little while ago, filming season 6,
Awesome.
It's been a crazy journey. So I think doing that, and then it made me have the guts to kind of like do this album and put it out there, And of course, there's a whole stigma around like actors, having bands, and I understand that. But you know what? Like I'm just doing what I love to do. So after that, it is what it is, right?
Yeah, well, we were a little bit worried with you calling in. We hope you weren't going to go Billy Bob Thornton on us and yell at us for talking about your TV career.
That's correct. That's how I was going to start the interview.
Nothing about Rescue Me, just about the band. That's
just
it.
About the band.
But Mike, I got to ask you. I'm looking at some of the lyrics, and everybody can sing along with these lyrics. But you have stuff in here like "There's no script to guide me" and "Synthetic Self" and "In Life's Moving Picture Show" and "Highlighted Life." Do you draw a lot of what you write about from your own personal life and everything that you work on?
Yes. Yeah, I definitely do. But the thing is, without going into because I love talking about the music so much, and I love it so much, without going into too much detail of the inspiration of each song and what particular message that I was saying when I wrote it, because I think it's really cool to leave it open for interpretation. There are definitely my observations and struggles at times, because being an artist or being anybody, I shouldn't against it, but in New York City and trying to chase a dream and stuff, there's a lot of ups and downs, obviously, and there's a lot of that stuff put into the lyrics and the songs and stuff. Like I said, I always kept it was more like poetry and stuff, to be honest, than a book, a journal, and lyrics. And when I got the right group of guys behind me, and I brought these lyrics and ideas and certain influences that we all had and discussed, they came to life.
Very cool, man.
Well, I'm going to ask you, I know this personally, but when I heard your music right off the bat, I was like, man, this sounds like STP, Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains, like that huge grunge sound. And I read your bio, and I was like, dude, this is right on the money. I love it.
Oh, cool.
So I obviously know what your influences are. Everybody has that weird band they listen to. Like, I'm personal, Weird Al Yankovic. Where is somebody absolutely weird you listen to nowadays?
Ooh, absolutely weird.
It's I'm guessing that you listen to Alice in Chains and STP.
Yeah.
But
the CD you keep in your closet.
Yeah, the one you're like, I'm not gonna bust out that Britney Spears while people are here.
That you don't want people to make fun of you for.
Right.
Oh boy, I was gonna throw out Shakira.
I don't like Shakira.
That's all right.
She's awesome, huh?
Well, the videos are what's breathtaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even care that she sings.
It's like
she sings.
I know. I watch her music and mute.
I had no idea.
Damn. Dom usually likes his girls quiet.
I know. I like the quiet.
Well,
Great, guys. That's so cool.
Even his mom.
Hey, what about that new Alice in Chains album? Is that Rip or what?
Oh my God, man! I was like, and this guy actually sounds almost like the original lead singer. I was just like, still good. Yeah, still got it.
They're
Still
awesome.
got
What's
it.
that one song? Is it Brain? What is it? Something with the cow.